in your eyes now, but I know there's always a way. From sunrise till dawn, I'll be here waiting. From sunrise till dawn, I'll never stop. I'll fix you up, make everything much smoother again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. The connections might be tangled, the power source has lost its spark, but every wire tells a story, and I can mend what's torn apart. From sunrise till dawn, I'll be here waiting. From sunrise till dawn, I'll never stop. I'll fix you up, make everything run smooth again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. When the current isn't flowing, when the signals disappear, I'll be here with tools and patience, make the static crystal clear. Every cable, every circuit, every problem that you bring, I'll restore what time has broken, make the whole world sing. So don't you worry about tomorrow, don't you stress about today. I've got maintenance for your troubles, and I'll chase them all away. I'll fix you up, make everything run smooth again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. Hey, Daniel, everything's good as new. Hey, Daniel, I'll fix you up for you.
Well, all right. Welcome. I already put this out on the social media. That's what that's why I like having a long intro. I can go ahead and do that while the intro is playing. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I know my Sunday was kind of boring, but that's okay. It looks like I got another phone. Hold on. So yeah, it looks like the two fleas threw Michelle under the bus about that money. And Cheryl Wolf posted something about it too, and brought up a good question. If you're raising money for a child, using the child's name for her to have a home, and you collect all this money and you don't give it to her, that's bullshit. It's also fraud. It's fraud. It is bullshit. Why would you do that? Why would you raise money for somebody and then keep the money? That is really, really sad. Sorry, I'm preoccupied today. Hmm, that's okay. Whoops, I don't want to invite guests. So let's share screen. Oh, Facebooky. So let's see what we have here. There's our ad. A penis has a sad life. His hair is a mess. His family is nuts. His neighbor is an asshole. His best friend is a pussy, and his owner beats him. I'm sorry I'm so cranky. I'm in my terrible 50s. Here it is. What the hell's? What the hell? Hmm. My mouth has gotten me into trouble. Yes, it has pissed people off. Yes, I'm going to stop speaking my mind. Not a chance. Oh, wow. No credit score. I don't have a credit score. Uh, Let me make this bigger. So this is some pictures of the 1832 Eagle House Tavern and Inn on Main Street in Williamsville. It was founded by Vermont businessman farmer Ozell Smith, 1784 to 1836. The Eagle House also served as one of the stagecoach stops on the line linking Batavia to Buffalo. It is thought to have the oldest continuously operating restaurant in Erie County and was designed by the Village of Williamsville Historic designated designated a Village of Williamsville Historic Landmark. Wow. Confucius say, naked man who walks through door sideways is going to Bangkok. Oh, that's good. That's funny. Confucius say, when man walks through door back sideways, he Bangkok. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Where's that ring, honey? Pretty girl. Your kittens are 2 weeks overdue. This time we use a little coaxing. Batman. Catwoman. That's supposed to be Catwoman. Okay, now, I think we have enough fun with our tassels. Let's settle down so we can begin. Some of these cartoons are funny. $7.16. That's Wednesday. Cricket Wireless. I paid 30. But sure, he killed off excellent character would Mr. Terrific is more than making up for it. Oh, cool. So that's pretty cool. So the planets are going to be lining up and aligning. Now that's sad. I hate to say that that's really, really sad. That the New York State Corrections doesn't have any kind of guidelines or anything. They're trying to have enough um, don't have enough corrections officers, is what I'm saying, to be able to handle some of these violent criminals when they're in jail or they're locked up in prison. And that was at the county, that jail deputy at the Erie County Jail. Roy DeSoto, John Gage. Only choices, Batman. Would you rather fight crime with Batman and Robin or soar with Superman? Take down villains with Batman and Robin, soar high, stop crime with Superman. I don't know. That's Burt Ward and Adam West. They are the original Batman and Robin, one of the original Batman and Robin. Oh, this guy got off easy. Oh, that's what I mean. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I hate to say it, that's bullshit. He got off with probation after he killed somebody. Let me read that. A driver who hit and killed a 21-year-old woman last year on Elmwood Avenue was given 5 years of probation for falsifying DMV documents. The Erie County District Attorney's Office said. So he hits and kills some woman, and he gets off with a 5-year probation for falsifying DMV records. What a bunch of horse shit. What a bunch of horse shit. And that's what I mean about standing accountable for your actions. And that's what I mean about standing accountable. You did this, you should get more than 5 years probation. You should serve at least 10 years in prison for killing that woman or more. And she gets off with 5 years probation for falsifying DMV records. That's how fucked up our system is. I hate to say it, but that's how fucked up our system is. I mean, he gets 5 years probation for hitting a 21-year-old woman because he falsified DMV records. He killed somebody. It's called vehicular manslaughter. And he pleaded to a lesser charge. That is really, that's how fucked up our legal system is. Aw, pretty puppy. Justin, the Supreme Court allows Trump to plan to dismantle Education Department, lay off nearly 1,400 employees. Okay, well, we can stop here and talk about that for a few minutes. If these people are not doing their job like they're supposed to be doing their job, maybe they need to be laid off. Why? I don't understand why you should get paid. You get paid to sit in the fucking office and don't do anything all day long for years and years and years and years and years. You know what? It's time for you to go. I'm sorry. It's just time for you to go. If you're not, you're going to sit in an office and don't do anything. It's just like our congressmen and our senators. If you're not going to do your job, you need to be gone. Put somebody in office that's going to do work that actually cares about the American people, especially in an education department. You think about these are kids. These are kids. You're talking about our children, our generation, our future generations. And don't want to do anything. Just sit and collect a paycheck. But I don't know what the reason why there was layoffs, but that could be for a lot of reasons. Probably to save money. Most likely they're laying off people to save money in that department. That's a pretty waterfall. Mac and cheese day. Ew. Okay, Penny. Well, you're welcome, sweetheart. I love you, sweetheart. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder about that. Yeah, I wonder what started that fire in the Grand Canyon that destroyed that historic place. I can't remember the name of it. I don't think it was somebody. Most likely, somebody was being careless with a campfire, and that's what started it. But when you should be. I think what should happen is that there should be education on. I think there should be education on campfires. If you're gonna go camping and you're gonna have a campfire, there should be some education, more education about it, and that education includes how to make sure that you're not going to start a wildfire at the end, because you devastate thousands and thousands and thousands of acres of beautiful land because you're careless. Michigan Avenue, 1953. Michigan Avenue in Buffalo, New York, and it says Michigan Avenue once connected the Outer Harbor VAA, the Michigan Avenue Bridge, was one of the main traffic arteries in the downtown Buffalo from the south towns. Here is a photograph taken by Wilbur H. Porterfield on April 5th, 1953. Is the view looking east from the lift bridge. On the left is the elevator and plant of General Mills formerly before 1928. The Washburn Crosby Company in the center. In the center is the Michigan Avenue Bridge, would be destroyed in the Tewksbury incident of 1959. On the right is the Kellogg elevator built in 1910 as part of the Spencer Kellogg Linseed Oil Factory. The city of Buffalo dismantled the South Michigan Avenue Bridge in 1964 and never built a replacement. Hmm, that is a really cool bridge. Let's see, General Mills elevator on the left. So on the left-hand side, that's where General Mills was. So that's where the General Mills plant. You know, if any of my relatives were still alive back in the day, like my grandmother or somebody like that, people used to say when you go down to downtown Buffalo, because General Mills had a plant there, you could smell Cheerios being made. Downtown Buffalo, they said that downtown Buffalo smelled like Cheerios, which is pretty cool. What in the hell? I'm not even gonna. Life is short, time is fast. No replay, no rewind, so enjoy every moment. And yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what I did yesterday. I slept a pretty good part of yesterday. I mean, when I got up, it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I was just so tired and exhausted. And now that I'm doing this format on this channel, it makes it a lot easier for me to um, it makes it a lot easier for me to do stuff now. It's not stressful on me having to go to the two fleas, have to read the transcripts, and have to take notes and then have to talk about it. I'm not doing it anymore. But just a waste of time. Doing this is easy. Scrolling Facebook and talking about what I see on here is much easier for me to do and less stressful on me. Yeah, I took it easy yesterday. I was kind of tired when I went to bed last night, but not too tired. The Buffalo Central Terminal, 1928 to 1979. Now, if I'm correct in everything that I've read up until now, they are going to try to, I think they're going to try to do something with the old Buffalo Central station. From what I understand, they're going to actually try to refurbish it or do something to it. But I'm not sure. That would be wonderful. 9 people have died and more than 30 people were transported to the hospital after a fire in an assisted living facility in Fall River. We can read this article. I believe we can. Bristol. That's up there by Steve Lave. That's up there by Steve Lave. That's up there by Steve Lave. Fall River. Yeah, Fall River is up there by uh, Steve Lave. North. He lives in North Dartmouth, which is Bristol County. That's really sad that people died. Why don't you make some more noise so everybody on the fucking planet can hear you? All right. I'm sorry. That's really sad. Whoever said out of sight, out of mind never had a spider disappear in the bedroom. Google ads. Oh, we don't screw Google ads. Hmm. Today I read something that said someone who overthinks is also someone who overloves. And I felt that, yeah. Aww. What a cutie. Oh, how can you not love that cute little face? Oh my god. How can you not love that cute little face? I love dogs and cats, but I'd rather have a cat because they're quiet and they're not hyperactive like a dog is. Don't get me wrong, I love dogs too, but a cat, they're just quiet and they're not hyperactive. Let's get the zoomies, like my neighbor's cat. Aww. This is the type of cat that would try to sell me magical potions in the woods. Yeah, this guy was causing a slowdown on US 43 south of Utah in Greene County this afternoon. Oh, it's a big ass alligator. Holy shit. Look at that big ass alligator. Damn. Look at that big ass alligator. Holy shit. Hell yeah, that would stop traffic. Jiffy Pop. Oh, that's funny. Do they even still make Jiffy Pop? I remember that when I was a kid. I still remember that when I was a kid. Oh, that's funny. You filter. Who cares? Aww. Now that's funny. I've seen the baby things, people from Star Trek, All in the Family, a bunch of different ones, and they're actually cute little babies. And some of the babies look like the actors. Some of the ones from Cheers actually look like the actors. The one that looked like Gloria from the little girl that played the little baby girl that was in the one for the All in the Family, the Jeffersons. I've seen quite a few of them. Star Trek. Some of them were really good and they were really cute. They were really, really cute. All right. An old woman walked up and tied her old mule to the hitching post. As she stood there, brushing some of the dust off of her face and her clothes, a young gunslinger stepped out of the saloon with a gun in one hand and a bottle of whiskey in the other. The young gunslinger looked at the old woman and laughed. Hey, old woman, have you ever danced? The old woman looked up at the gunslinger and said, No, I never did dance. I never really wanted to. A crowd had gathered as the gunslinger grinned and said, Well, you old bag, you're going to dance now, and started shooting at the old woman's feet. The old woman prospector, not wanting to get her toe blown off, started hopping around and everybody was laughing. When his last bullet had been fired, the young gunslinger, still laughing, holstered his gun and turned around to go back in the saloon. The old woman turned to her pack mule, pulled out a double-barreled shotgun. Oh, Lord. So she pulled out a double-barreled shotgun and cocked both hammers. The loud clicks carried clearly through the desert air, and the crowd stopped laughing immediately. Young gunslinger heard the sounds too, and he turned around very slowly. The silence was almost deafening. The crowd watched as the young gunman stared at the old woman and the large gaping holes of those twin barrels. The barrels of the shotgun the barrels of the shotgun never wavered in the old woman's hands as she quietly said, Son, have you ever kissed a mule's ass? The gunslinger swallowed hard and said, No, ma'am, but I've always wanted to. Here are 5 lessons for all of us. Never be arrogant, never waste ammunition. Whiskey makes you think you're smarter than you are. Always make sure you know who has the power. And don't mess with old people. They didn't get old by being stupid. Yep. That was a good one. Here's a picture of that big fish that got away. Oh, Lord have mercy. That's funny. That's really funny. That's funny. I hate when my shit gets snagged too. 15th floor, New City Hall, 1930. Oh, that's cool. Cleveland police say William Lovelady resisted arrest and took 3 officers to get him into custody. 2 of the officers were injured. I'm going to tell you something. Um, resisting arrest. I'm going to tell you something, and maybe this should be a lesson to everybody who watches. Resisting arrest makes it worse for you because it's just another charge that's added to you. My suggestion is to go peacefully with the police officer. Don't try to resist. They can tase you. They can do all kinds of stuff to you. Just go peacefully. Again, it's about accountability. Stand up for your crime. If you commit a crime, then you should do the time. Stand accountable for your actions. Quit trying to be a damn tough guy. Because these police, they can hurt you. Because they're specially trained. Hmm. Waiter, I just wanted to let you know the kids eat for free. Me, good. Because I'll have a water, and my daughter will have this steak and a kid's Bud Light. You could say, have a nice day, no problem. But saying, enjoy the next 24 hours sounds vaguely threatening. Aww. How can you not love that cute little face? How can you not love that cute little face? Oh my God. How can you not love those cute little faces? Especially when they're kittens. Oh, and they look like they're smiling all the time. Aww. Tape measure. Almost a foot of sun at my place. Probably not going to make it to work. You all stay safe out there. Hmm. This is interesting. APL Danube, a 980-foot container ship sailing under the flag of Malta and configured to carry major hazard cargo, heads into the port of Mobile Monday morning. With a draught of 41 feet distance from the water level to the bottom of the hull, the ship moves at 12 miles an hour while finishing a 2-day voyage from Houston. According to ship manifest, APL Danube carries about 58 tons of automotive batteries, nearly 75 tons of lithium nickel, manganese, cobalt oxide, a material used in lithium-ion batteries, around 11 tons of calendars, and roughly 122 tons of Samsung air conditioners, plus espresso makers, laundry storage hampers, rain suits, toys, fishing, sunglasses, shoe racks, bolts, stone products. The documents indicate that the ship's cargo was located in South Korea, and his picture was taken from Magnolia Park in Fairhope, Alabama, 6.5 miles away from David Black. Hmm. A husband and his wife were celebrating 50 years together. Their 3 kids, all successful, all agreed to a Sunday dinner in their honor. Happy anniversary, Mom and Dad, gushed son number 1, a surgeon. I'm sorry I'm running late. I had an emergency at the hospital with a patient. You know how it is. I didn't have time to get you a gift. Not to worry, said the father. Not to worry, said the father. The most important thing is we're all together today. Son number 2, a lawyer, arrived and announced, You and Mom look great, Dad. I just flew in from Los Angeles between depositions and didn't have time to shop for you. It's nothing, said the father. We're glad you're able to come. And just then the daughter, a marketing executive, arrived. Hello and happy anniversary. I'm sorry, but my boss is sending me out of town. I was really busy packing, so I didn't have time to get you anything. After they finished dessert, the father said, There's something you, Mother, and I have wanted to tell you for a long time. You see, we're very poor. Despite this, we were able to send each of you to college. Throughout the years, your mother and I knew we loved each other very much, but we just never found time to get married. The 3 children gasped and all said, You mean you were bastard? You mean we're bastards? Yep, said the father, and cheap ones too. Ah, good one. German customs officials show images of tarantulas hidden in sponge cake boxes after smuggling bust. Be safe, you all. Divers encountered snakes and other dangers as they cleared a solid layer of debris off the surface of the river. Once cleared, the divers would gear up and search the river bottom and nooks below the surface. Very funny. Jesus, give it back. He took the steering wheel. Now that's pretty funny. He took the steering wheel. Ah, that's funny. When you try to explain science to your friend who doesn't know much about it, very little. Captain, what do you know about atoms? Very little. Besides that. Oh, that's cool. They don't paint them, they stain them. Oh, that's cool. So they stain the bricks to make it look like. Oh, wow, that's cool. I didn't know you can do that. Don't drink the shit. Chautauqua County. Look at how pretty the country is out that way. I mean, when you leave Buffalo, like you go between Buffalo and Rochester, or Buffalo and Elmira, it's nothing but country. In fact, Attica Correctional Facility in Attica, New York, it's in the country. Darien Lake Fun Country is in the country. It's not part of them. Darien Lake is not part of a big city. It's out in the country. All right. Usually, it's a lot of pretty country. Hmm. Plus, I think it also helps show how emergency EMTs Kevin and Randy operate with communicate hospitals. They gave real life EMTs of today better equipment. Yes, 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 yes. So, emergency was the first paramedic hospital firefighter TV show that came out in the 1970s. I think it's 72, 73, something like that. They were the first ones. And you could think shows like that gave paramedics, EMTs, the equipment that they have today. This is from WBRC 6. A man with active warrants arrested after going to jail to bail out friend, sheriff says. Oh, you idiot! That goes to show you what dumbass criminals. You had a man who actively had warrants against him, went to jail to bail out his friend, and was arrested. Oops! Not too smart, my friend. Not too smart. Yeah. Hmm. You know, that was before he started wearing a leather jacket. I don't remember when he actually started wearing a leather jacket in the show, but it wasn't too. It wasn't. I know for a fact he never wore a leather jacket at the very beginning of it. And see, what was cool was Happy Days would come on TV at night, and then Laverne and Shirley came on right after it. And I enjoyed those two shows when I was younger. Believe me. Assemblyman Patrick Kudunsky advocated for a bill that would give law enforcement and the courts more flexibility in doling out stiffer punishments for 16 and 17-year-olds. Well, you know what? If 16, 15, what was that? How old? 16 and 17-year-old kids. Okay, if 16 and 17-year-old kids are going to go out and commit crimes, they should be held accountable like an adult. And I think that this, what happens should be tough. They need to learn a lesson. That's the problem with kids today. They don't. There's not enough discipline in the households anymore. It's not like when I was growing up, and a lot of you guys were growing up, the older generation like us. You know, we had discipline in our home. We had discipline in our home. I think that's the problem. These kids today get away with too much shit. They get away with shit that we would have never gotten away with when we were younger. Now, if you hit a kid, it's child abuse. But back in my day, if my mom hit me with something, it was discipline. There's not enough discipline. These kids are spoiled rotten. They think that $15 an hour, they should receive $15 an hour for minimum wage. And I totally disagree with that. I think that I think it's what 7.25 an hour is good enough. If you want a raise in your pay, then you go to work. You go to work every day. You do your job every day. You don't complain. If you have questions, you ask your boss. But you work hard. You go to work and you do your job and you work hard. Don't complain. Just do your job and do your job better than others if you can. Show the boss that you want to do so, that you really are interested in what you're doing. That's what gets you your pay raises, not demanding $15 an hour minimum wage. If you demand $15 an hour minimum wage, a lot of these companies are going to go bankrupt. A man get a Chris high five for possibly the greatest cosplay ever. What in the hell? Oh, Tom and Jerry. Oh, I can't. I remember that one. I remember that one. Yeah, I remember that one. It was Jerry's cousin, and I forgot what his name. Every time he would play the guitar, and then when he broke a string on the guitar, he took one of Tom's whiskers. It was hilarious. That was a good one. That was a real funny one. Crambo, Uncle Picos. Yeah, that's true for me. Nothing reminds you of your age like hearing new slang and realizing you have no idea what it means. Yep, yep. Jabberjaw. Sounded like Curly. He acted like he was Curly. Atari. I had one of those. My mom had one of those. My mother had a console, one of those floor model Zenith television sets, solid state. Oh my God, I am old. But you know what? When I grew up, we had good times back then. And like I said, there was discipline in the home. there was always, there was always discipline in the home. Okay, I'm gonna do one more, and then we're gonna take an intermission. Aww, we'll work for food, then take like two bites and walk away. Aww. Ever wonder why cows wear barrels? Why do cows wear barrels? Because their horns don't work. I hate getting crap for wearing Daisy Dukes. It's not nice. Oh, and I like showing off my body. I can do it without the rude remarks like your legs are hairy. So we're going to take a break for a few minutes and go to an intermission. And I will be right back. Let me find that intermission.
Daniel, fixing my coat, making it better, lightening the load. But hold on, let's go. Daniel, up in the high mountains, working, got his pliers in hand, making everything okay. Computer breakdowns don't faze him at all. He's got that magic touch when systems fall. Material wires get entangled up tight, but Daniel's got the skills to make it right. Software repairs, hardware repairs too. There's nothing that boy can't do. Oh, Daniel's got the fix. Computer maintenance tricks. When your laptop's acting weird, Daniel makes the problems disappear. I remember when my whole setup crashed, all my data was gone, my hopes were dashed. Daniel woke up with his toolkit ready, fixed me up quick, kept his hands real steady. Material wires get entangled up tight, but Daniel's got the skills to make it right. Software repairs, hardware repairs too. There's nothing that boy can't do. Oh, Daniel's got the fix. Computer maintenance tricks. When your laptop's acting weird, Daniel makes the problems disappear. Beep. Sa zoom click tick tick. 1 5 4 from free.
All right, everybody, I'm back. Uh, Before we continue, EMS, she's in the hospital right now. So anybody who watches this on the rewatch, please have her put her in your prayers that she gets better and she'll be able to return to us. Um, Moose Lady, her computer crashed, and so please pray for her. And hope that she's feeling better. So let's go back to Facebook. Wow. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell is asking an inspector general to review the cost of central bank's building renovations that White House officials have attacked as ostentatious. Yeah, I've been looking into a lot of stuff too. Now, this is true, probably. If it bothers me, it bothers me. Don't make me feel dumb for explaining my feelings just because you don't see my point of view. True. Kids today will never understand. Yeah, I don't think people understand that. That's probably one of the original Nintendo systems. Hmm. Do women ever sit back and think, my man sure knows a lot? Maybe I should just be quiet and listen to him. Yeah, I wish my ex-wife would have said something. Archie and the bowling team, strikes, spares, and social clashes on family. It was his boss. Now, this is Mike Holmes. Sandra bought a house in Toronto and got a home inspection. One of the recommendations from the home inspector was to redo the roof, although Sandra told me it wasn't leaking. Interesting enough, when she did proceed with getting a new roof installed, the nightmare started. The new roof was constantly leaking and they had to cut attic access to to monitor the roof because they had to take buckets of water out of the attic. They attempted to call back the roofing company, only to find out that they had fired the crew that had done the work on their house. When Sandra complained about the water pooling around the skylight, the roofer said, "You didn't pay me to level the roof, you only paid me to re-sheath it." Part of the roof was a flat roof over the baby's room. The contractor didn't address standing water accumulation on that flat roof. Instead of proper slope or drainage, which is true, it turned into a marshy breeding ground for leaks. This started a cycle of going through multiple roofers. They went through one roofing redo after another, only to be left with a soggy, leaky, mosquito-ridden nightmare. Then Sandra wrote to me, and Holmes' crew went out there to meet her. I went up on the flat roof. I was literally standing in a pool of water. Our fix, we demolished the damaged roofing completely to get a sound base, installed proper drainage. Instead of allowing water to pool, we built the roof deck with a slight slope and added drains to channel off the water efficiently. Apply high quality waterproof membrane, which is supposed to be where they do it. A robust sealed membrane that was installed over the deck to lock out moisture. Finished with durable roofing material, a brand new protective surface was installed to stand up to elements long term. Don't ignore water pooling on flat roofs. Always ensure proper slope and drainage. I remember that. Shake it up. I'll be right back. I'll be back. All right. I had to answer the door and I decided to make a little bit of coffee. So let's go back to Facebook here. A Republican member of the South Carolina House, who prosecutors say used the screen name Joe Biden 69, has been arrested and charged with 10 counts of disturbing sexual abuse material involving children. That is very disturbing. That is very, very disturbing. That is very, very disturbing to me. And for each count, you should do 10 years. For each count, you should do 20 years. So that's 20, 40, 60, 81. So each count, you should do at least 5 or 10 years. So that's, let's say 10 years. That'd be 100 years. You'd be dead by the time you get out of prison. or at least give him 50 years. Make him think about what he did. You know, that's disturbing. How can anybody do that stuff? Especially exploit children. You could exploit children. Really. You're going to exploit children. That's really. You are a sick, sick individual. If you ever need me, I'm always 5 missed calls and 6 text messages away. Now that's funny. The work of Gary Larson, The Far Side. Well, lad, you caught me fair and square. But truthfully, as far as leprechauns go, I've never been considered all that lucky. There you go. There you go. There you go. Hold on, let me get some coffee. I'll be right back. All right, now I got my coffee, so we can continue before I kill somebody. Um, Now, being from Buffalo, New York, myself, I'm born and raised. Uh, I'm always going to be a Bills fan. And Genesee beer does not taste all that bad. Even though I've been sober for over 30 years and haven't touched a drop of alcohol in 30 years, um, or close to 30 years, um, it doesn't taste that bad. It's kind of a mellow. It's what they call a cream ale, and it tastes okay. Go Bills! Actually, that beer looks good. Oh, that's beautiful. That's Isle of Iona, Scotland. Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. That is really beautiful. Scotland, that part of Scotland is really beautiful. Oh my goodness. Let me remove this. Okay, that's beautiful. I wouldn't mind living in a place that was. Yep, I remember cigarette machines. I remember cigarette machines. I don't see Marlboro. I see Salem, Newports. That Parliament? Winston. There's Marlboro Reds. There's Marlboro right there, Marlboro Reds. I used to smoke Marlboro Reds. When I first started smoking, I smoked Marlboro Reds. Well, actually, yeah, I smoked Marlboro Reds, and then I started smoking my dad's brand, Bel Air Menthol 100s. My uncle used to smoke Winston Lights. I realized that my wife didn't order anything from Amazon in the past 45 minutes. So I asked Amazon to send a driver to my house to see if she was okay. Uh-oh. Be smarter than me. Tex was diagnosing an AC issue on a roof today. Unit wasn't coming on and had 240 at the contactor, which I know what a contactor is, but nothing on the other side. With T-stat calling and the contactor was pulled on, turned off the disconnect, started to replace the contactor and got zapped. Check for power even if you're not sure you turned it off. First time getting hit by 240 in my 4 years. You know why that is, don't you? Because disconnect on the house for the air conditioning gets so old, instead of replacing it with a new one, they turn the power off, disconnect it, and just wire nut the wires together, which sending 240 straight volts to the air conditioning unit. It happened to John Israel. He thought that he pulled the disconnect on the he thought that he pulled the disconnect and there was no power, and didn't check it when he was trying to pull the wires off a capacitor and zapped the shit out of him. Yeah, be careful, guys, because that does not feel good. Look at that old compressor. Happy birthday, Kent McCord, who played Jack Christian in Farscape, Commander Scott Keller in Sequest 2032, Captain B. Pilgrim in Predator 2, Unger in Airplane 2, the sequel, Captain Troy in Galactica 1980, General Henry Lighthorse Harry Lee in right there, Officer Jim Reed in the long-running cop drama Item 12. Oh, that's cool. So if you're in the Birmingham area, Girls Rock Birmingham is taking over Saturn's music venue on Saturday for its summer camp showcase. Whirlpool Adventure Course, Niagara Falls. Why do they always use pretty women to do that? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. No, thank you. This station powered by 115 solar panels above you. Well, there it is. Solar panels being used to pump fuel into a gas car. My day is complete. Yeah, that's. I never seen the day. To be honest with you, that's kind of. Yeah, now I'm seeing everything. But then again, Northern Seclusion YouTube channel, his milking machine for his cow is on a solar panel. His solar panel generates electricity so he can power that milking machine. I think, but that's pretty cool though. There you go. That is so true. I'm not impressed by your looks, money, or social status, or job title. I'm impressed by the way you treat other human beings. That is so true. That is so true. That is so true. Let's see what Jeremy's got dressed for court. Uh-oh. So you guys go and watch Jeremy's video. It could be interesting. It could be clickbait. But it could be interesting. Egress windows. Yep. Now that's funny. I just blocked someone for correcting my grammar and it felt it did good. Oh, that's funny. I said lunch, not launch. No, Alexa, I said order lunch. I'm sorry. You just had lunch 5 minutes ago. Operation Tuna Storm. Now that's funny. Now that's funny. Operation Tuna Storm. Cherries. Hmm. Oh boy. If you're ever lost in the woods, look for the North Star. Its twinkling will comfort you as you die. I never got into any of these weird. Aww. I broke my mommy's favorite second plates from 6 years ago. Aww. I'm sorry, my eyes are hurting. My eyes are really itching me today. So it says, tough guy until you kick your boots off at night and sit alone in a hotel room, and the I'm a man, I'll be fine act wears off, and all you want to be is your head on her chest and wrapped in her arms so your brain can finally be at peace. Yeah, I miss companionship too. Yeah, I miss having companionship. Ah, I never got into that. Shannon Doherty died from breast cancer. Yeah, you need to. That's the thing about it. You ladies out there, you need to check yourself. And if you feel something that's unusual or not right, go see your doctor. Because if they can catch it early enough, you might be okay. But then again, it comes back aggressive. And she died. Shannon Doherty died. She was only 53. I'm 55. That's a real shame. But go have yourself checked. I've, I've talked the talk and walked the walk. Now at my age, I'm just gonna sit the sit. Yep, that's me. Cows on the beach and golf course at Dunwoody, Scotland, southern part of the Mole of Kintyre. Photos. Ah, mmm, mmm. But there must have been a reason why. But there had to be a reason why the police officer shot that kid. And now they're wanting the body camera pictures from the police officer's body camera. And that's the thing about it. If you make actions like you're gonna pull a gun or pull a weapon on a police officer, they had the right to use deadly force. And the heat humidity, Elmira, New York. Chemung County. So they found the guy. Okay. All right. Aww. What a cutie. What a cutie. I haven't been to a Chick-fil-A in a long time. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. I gotta go answer the door again. How are you feeling, sweetheart? How are you feeling? Are you feeling any better? Yeah, I just said earlier in the broadcast for everybody to pray for you because you were in the hospital. So, but continue your prayers for this person. So yeah, everybody pray for EMS as she's in the hospital recovering and she's getting better. And prayers do work. Prayers do work. Let me finish this up. But that's a good thing. Roll Tide. New York Central Railroad System train. Penn Station in 1960. Oh wow, that's cool. That is cool. I wouldn't mind riding something like that. I wouldn't mind riding an old train like that. That'd be so cool. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. Sometimes we all need to take a break from life. Sometimes we just have to take a break from life. I forgot what happened. Something happened with her. I forgot what it was. Yeah, I mean, sometimes we have to take a break from life. That's why I take Saturday or Sundays off to take a break from everything. He wasn't as funny. I don't think that he was as funny as Curly was. Curly Howard was. We are getting close to winding this down anyway, so we'll continue for a few minutes. Carrie Fisher. Ooh, that's Carrie Fisher right there. Oh my goodness. Ooh, oof. I didn't know that. Grand Prismatic today at Yellowstone National Park. Photo from Amy Gurley. Actually, that's pretty. Uh, Welcome to your senior years where you get mad when they rearrange the grocery store. Yeah, yeah, I've gotten mad too. Aww. Aww. So WWE Monday Night Raw is going to Legacy Arena here in Birmingham tomorrow or today. Huh. You really think that they're gonna? Do you really think that they're gonna phase out the artificial colors in ice cream? So what are they gonna replace it with? Cow shit? No, we're gonna go for a few minutes here. It's illegal to laugh out loud in Hawaii. You have to keep it to a low ha. I get it. It's illegal to laugh out loud in Hawaii. You have to keep it to a low ha. Get it? Aloha? The greeting? Aloha? My son and I caught the Virginian sitting in Bison Yard in Buffalo, New York. Oh, cool. um, Now, Birmingham is the same way. If you're downtown, when you get up to a certain point, before you cross over in the south side, between north and the south side of Birmingham, it looks like this. It looks like it's the same thing. It's just tracks. It's a train yard. There's a big train yard between north and south, the north part of Birmingham and the south side of Birmingham, between downtown and south side. Sometimes I would go if I'm downtown. If I was working downtown, I'd get on one of the bridges and I would watch over. I'd watch the trains pulling up and leaving the train yard. That's a good question. Looked like there was more tracks right there. It looked like there was a set of tracks there. Looked like there was a set of tracks there, there, and there. Now, don't get me wrong, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, I like Harrison Ford. And he did a good job playing Dr. Richard Kimball in the movie The Fugitive. But David Jensen was the first The Fugitive. He was the first Richard Kimball. And that series ran for a really long time. In fact, I watched it last night. I actually watched it early this morning while I was trying to nod off and go to La La Land. I actually watched it. It comes on at 2 o'clock in the morning. Don't get me wrong, I like Harrison Ford. He's a great actor. But just remember, David Jensen was the original Dr. Richard Kimball. And I like the series. Being an adult is a little out of my price range right now. Can I return this membership? Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That is not good. Where was this? 26th and Pine. I guess that's in Tonawanda, New York. No, Niagara Falls. Energy drinks or drink. Ooh, she's a pretty woman. Okay, and you know what? If that's what it takes to make these people understand, you know, I don't know what they really say about that, but maybe they need to start putting duty on Mexican tomatoes, and they're trying to avert the tariff. So they want to avert the tariff. They don't want to pay the tariff fees. They're trying to do everything they can to, Big Ray, Big Ray of Sunshine. I know that guy. I mean, I watch, I watch Victory Outdoor Services all the time. That's Big Ray. I don't want to make no comments. Aww, what a beautiful puppy dog. Aww. I've just done a silent fart. What should I do? Put new batteries in your hearing aid. Yeah, bull mastiffs are big old dogs. Let me get out of Facebook. And let me see if Michelle actually put that video up that she said she was going to put up today. No, she hasn't put up any videos. She said she was going to put up a video. She said that she was going to put up a video talking about what the two. I told you. What did I say? What did I say? The two fleas were going to throw Michelle and John under the bus. And guess what they did? They threw her under the bus. How did I know that? I know that was coming. How many times did I say it? That the two fleas were going to throw her under the bus. And guess what? They threw her under the bus. In some ways, I feel sorry for Michelle that it happened, but I knew Lisa couldn't be anybody that could be trusted. She raised money in their name and then never gave her the money. And if I was Michelle, yeah, I'd be pissed off too. And I'm just waiting to see if this video actually comes about. If it does, I'll probably play it on here. Because I don't think she knows how to copyright. If she wants her voice to be heard, I'll be glad to voice her what she said. I know those two fleas couldn't be trusted. Oh, they won't. She's keeping it for herself. See, the thing is, EMS, that Lisa said that that money was donated to her to do whatever she wanted to do with. And none of that money was supposed to go to Michelle. But that's not what I understand from the people who were donating it. The money was supposed to be donated to her to get the condominium built. And they took that money, 56,000. Trin pointed out Trin pointed out something. Was it Trin or was one of them pointed out Saturday that it would cost over $100,000 to build that condominium up to code. Hey, Gail. So yeah, one of them brought it up. I don't know if it was Trin or it was Gail or somebody brought it up Saturday. There'd be over $100,000 to have that condominium built to code. Yeah, none of them are good. I knew Lisa was. And see, that's the thing about it too. And what's funny about all of them, about them people are, is this. Oh, they say that they don't harass people, they don't defame people, that they're trying to show the proof that Jeremy has done something and to stop him from doing whatever he's supposed to be doing. No, you're not. You go on your platform every time you get a chance, and you're going and you defame him. You attack that man. So you've been attacking that person. You've been attacking Jeremy every time you get a chance. You're not trying to criticize him or educate and or do anything. Oh, this is a quarter. What year is this? 1974. A 1974 quarter. I would be 3 years old back then. Yeah, I'd be 3 years old. I wouldn't turn 4 until October. So at the beginning of 1974, I was 3 years old. But I knew, how many times did I say on this channel that they were going to throw her under the bus? And it's exactly what she did. And Michelle, and I don't blame Michelle for getting pissed off about it. If you are raising money for that child, using that child's name and using their name to raise money for them, shouldn't you give them something? Shouldn't you give them the money so they can do what they need to do? That's bullshit. And if I was Michelle, I'd be pissed off about it. I would be pissed. I can't reach that. Hold on. I still can't reach it. Yeah, I'm gonna go pretty soon too. Yeah, I knew for a fact that that Michelle was gonna, that the two fleas were gonna throw her under the bus, and It's just a shame. You claim that you're not her PR, but then you're speaking out for her. You're raising money. You raise money for the fence, and I mean, there's a lot of questions about all that too, about how much the money that fence, how much the money was raised for the fence, and how much of that money was actually used for the fence. Um, if Michelle makes a video, I will try to get it. I will try to get it. And John is not banned from here anymore. I unbanned him. If Michelle wants to come on here and give her story, she's welcome to. I'm on both sides. I'm on both sides. I'm on Jeremy's side, but I want to hear what she has to say about this thing with the money. I mean, you raise money for somebody, and then you're gonna take the money and claim that it wasn't for her, and claim that it was for your projects. You're evil. How many times did the police? How many times did the police say that Jeremy Hale's followers were evil people? But look at what you did. Again, I want you to show proof. And I was thinking about this last night before I went to bed. If Jeremy did all these things that you're accusing him of doing, how come no police reports were ever filed? Think about it. If you accuse Jeremy of all these things, of all these crimes that he's supposedly committing, how come there's no police reports? And then you turn around and you do the same thing as what you accuse Jeremy of doing? You call Jeremy a scammer, that he's scamming his viewers out of money. What do you think you've been doing? There's a difference between Jeremy's community and your community, and it's the same on this community. Okay, you're a scammer. Okay, Lisa, you're nothing but scammers. Period. Now, Jeremy said that he needed help with legal fees, and people are generous. There are people who have good hearts that will donate to stuff like that. They're not being scammed, they just have good hearts. It's just like when I put up the gift send goal for the computer to get a new computer. Right out of the bat, somebody donated $1,000, and I showed transparency on my channel, on the other channel, of where that money went to. So I did show transparency of it. And I'm still thinking about giving a gift send go, to create a gift send go. And I don't know what I would set it at, but if I do one, it's going to be to support the channel, to help support the channel. I don't know what I would set it at. And this way, anybody who came in here that wanted to donate anything to the gift send go to help promote the channel, to work on to help the channel, I'll take donations, and I'll be transparent as much as I can with it. I don't want to do it, but just look at it from my point of view. Okay, look at it from my point of view. Okay, my internet. I pay for internet out of my pocket. I pay for StreamYard out of my pocket. I would like to recoup something out of it. I don't have to spend that money out of my pocket. When I have people who follow me on here, normally I wouldn't do that. But if you want to contribute something to the channel, let me know and I'll do that. I'll create a way that you can donate. I do have a PayPal. I do have a PayPal. So I do have a PayPal. If anybody's interested, I do have a PayPal. And I didn't put the PayPal. I don't think I put the PayPal in the link, in the channel link. I'm probably going to have to do that one day when I get my head out of my ass because I've been busy doing other stuff. I mean, it's just like Trin and Mr. T, who donated money for. We actually tried to help people on here, and people acted like they were ungrateful. One acted like they were ungrateful. The other one, I stopped to give send gold because that person set me up and got my channel attacked. It's in the video. All you have to do is watch that video. Late night chat. Late chat. It's all there. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let you go for today. We have now passed the 2 hour mark on this live stream. Just remember, I broadcast every day at 3 o'clock p.m. Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. And we're gonna bring trivia back real soon. I kind of stopped. I put a halt on the trivia because nobody was coming into the chat. So when we start getting more people coming into Saturday nights and want to contribute something, we'll do trivia. But normally that live stream is at 4 o'clock Central Time, 5 o'clock Eastern Time. If you're not a subscriber to this channel and you like the content that's on this channel, please consider subscribing. Oh, and as a reminder to all the new subscribers to this channel, thank you. Thank you for subscribing and joining this community. You are welcome. You're always welcome here as long as you behave yourselves. If you like trivia, tune in on Saturdays and we will get the trivia thing going back again. But if you're not a subscriber to this channel and you like the content that's on this channel, please consider subscribing to this channel. When you do, you're joining a very loving and caring community and a family. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up, guys. Oh, la-di-da-di-da-di-da. There is something I need to say, and I forgot what the hell I was going to say. But yeah, one thing I am going to say before I go is please be patient with me as I'm doing a new format on this channel. It's not easy for me to do this, but I'm doing this. So please be patient with me as I'm going through a new format change. So I'm going to go ahead and call this for today. I will see you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock p.m. You all have a wonderful evening. And don't forget to watch Jeremy's video. And I don't know if Tug or Megan is coming on tonight. Let me check and see if they are coming on tonight. Who's coming on tonight? I see Jeremy's video. So far, I don't see anything about either one of them coming on. But let me share this post just for a brief second. Let me share this. Oops, I don't want to do that. I want to share screen. How often we can wait for a video? We're on the edge of our seats for this one. And this is from Michelle. I will be doing a video tomorrow and I will answer the outrageous, horrible lies that were told about me tonight on Two Leaves in a Pod. So watch for it. My heart is breaking over all this garbage. I will never trust another human being in my life. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Michelle. I really don't blame you, sweetheart. I know that you've done some bad things too, but whoops. Okay. So I know that you did some bad things too, Michelle, but you don't have the right to be treated that way. Nobody has the right to be treated that way. They shouldn't have done that to you. They should have kept their word. If they were any person of their word, Michelle, they would have kept their word and helped you. It was a money grab for them. They saw an opportunity and they used it. And you and the child and John got caught in the middle of it. And I'm really sorry. But yeah, look for Megan and Tug and then probably to come on tonight. I didn't see anything new. They might not be coming on tonight. Yes, I have. And doing a new format and talking about anything that we want in here, it just makes it easier for me. And I don't have people coming in here and trying to take over my channel and using it for their agenda. But everybody, I'm gonna go now, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Again, we'll be scoping out Facebook and talking about what I see. So you all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you again tomorrow. And if you can behave yourself, try to. If you can't, it's understandable. Behaving myself is not my religion. But everybody have a good evening.
Breakdown, you're the one I call. From the mountains high, come down to it all. With your tools in hand, making magic flow. Every broken part, you help me grow. You fix it all, my solid ground, always drawing near. Never give up on this heart of mine. Put it back together every single time. To all you do, from the highest peak, I can see it through. With your care and touch, everything's over.